Hey guys, it's the Buy Sell Love SoCal team here with another market update for you. It is September 2022 and the market is changing day by day right now.
So hourly even?
Hourly? It's wild. In our office meeting this week, our office manager was saying that in his 24-year career, he's never seen it change day to day to day.
Right.
So we want to talk a little bit about that and what does that mean for buyers and for sellers. So when rates are changing they're so volatile, and when they are reacting so rapidly to things that are happening in the news and in the market, what does that mean for you? So I thought I would relay, an interesting story. So when you've got a buyer who submits an offer and they make the offer on, going into the weekend, sometimes you'll find that listing agents are wanting to not respond to that offer right away because they want to see what happens over the weekend. What does the weekend do? What does the open house do? And you know what? I can respect that on a brand new listing. But when this happens on something that's been sitting for a while, because we're finding that with homes now, right? It's kind of hard to understand why an educated agent won't do that, right? And here's why. So this buyer makes an offer on the weekday. Thursday. Agent says they want to see what the weekend does. Okay. Well, guess what? The weekend brings crickets because it's been weeks of crickets. And on Monday, they finally, we'll accept that offer. But now the loan is going to cost that buyer more than it did on Friday.
Could push them out of qualifying.
I've seen this happen in the last couple of months, where it's now going to be more expensive for them. And it could, like Daniel said, push them out of qualifying. Maybe you lose your buyer altogether when you could have just opened on Friday and let them lock their rate.
There's actually a disclosure that's called the Market Conditions Advisory, and there's a paragraph that says time is of the essence. It could not be more important right now.
Totally. So as a listing agent, if we've got something brand new, on our one that we just listed on Paraguay, you're not going to accept an offer today. We're going to see what the weekend brings. But if for some reason it's still on the market in 2 months and you get an offer, why are you going to give it another weekend? Right?
Yeah, it happened to me in Chino Hills. They wanted to wait, and then to get her rate to what it was prior to the weekend would have cost her $12,000.
Oh, wow.
And she decided that she's going to wait.
To buy down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just over the weekend, $12,000 more out of her pocket to buy the rate down to where it was still in her ratios.
That's unfortunate.
I can't stress enough why this is the time, especially, that you can't be using Aunt Susie, who also works a 9-to-5 and sells real estate on the side, because if she's busy focused on her 9-to-5, it's not real estate. She's probably not in tune like we are with the market and the fact that rates are changing daily, and communication with our lender and knowing what the heck is going on and how it impacts you as our client. So
absolutely, how to structure it all in reality. What this is all doing, though, is really bringing a more balanced market, to be honest. We're done with this COVID craze.
And I keep saying, thank God.
I know we're on this other side of this hill, though, where everyone's kind of like, kind of in the panic mode. But in reality, it's just creating more of a balanced market between buyers and sellers.
Well, Greg, our lender, was just saying yesterday he's finally seeing deals come together that couldn't have in the last couple of years, FHA buyers and VA buyers.
Getting their offers accepted.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we are seeing the return of the closing cost credit, which we talked about a few days ago. But that's a humongous deal, because that will allow some buyers who couldn't even buy to buy.
Yeah, and again, that's using an experienced agent to run those numbers for you, so that you understand the impact of a difference in a $50,000 price reduction on the property, or a $10,000 rate buy down.
Let's link that video below.
That's like a trick question.
That was so valuable, and a lot of agents don't realize the different ways you can structure things.
And again, back to what you said, using that experienced agent. Right now, we're seeing about a 61 days on market from list time to sold time.
A little bit longer,
but nothing to panic about. One of the things that is still helping this market right now is month over month. So from June to August, the inventory in Orange County decreased by 8%, but the demand only decreased by 1%.
It's so funny. You say 61 days on market, and people are like, "Oh my God," because then you got spoiled in the last. Because
everything was selling in 4 days.
It's selling a day, and then it was a 15-day close, and so it showed 20 days on market or whatever. But that's that's lower than 2018.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing about that.
Normal.
When we were seeing houses sell in the weekend, right? The average time on the market was still like 30-something days, because that was the average. So when we talk about averages, you have to know that you're only going to hear the fantastic, I sold it in a weekend, I sold it in 2 days, I sold it in 1 day. You're not going to hear about the agents that were still having things sit for a month or 2 months.
And days on market continue to tick up when you're in the active under contract status as well. So this is literally from list time to you hit sold in the MLS.
It gives buyers a second to breathe, like and actually like shop and not feel like, oh my God, I'm out and I kind of like the house. Do I have to write an offer? Yeah, because it's already sold. Like,
and we are entering Q4, and that's historically a time that slows down. So we're going to see the days in the market tick up. That kind of leads into my point. And I'm going to pivot a little bit from what we were talking about before the video. There's a lot of sensational media out there.
Media? Sensational?
And so what my point in this video is to talk about, we are seeing about 1/3 of properties see a price reduction. Okay, great. That does not mean that the market is crashing. We are seeing a slower rate of appreciation right now. If you turn on YouTube and you go to, real estate downturn or whatever, if you look at CNN or MSNBC, whatever, you are going to see buzzwords. You are going to see buzz titles that talk about the market is crashing and whatever, and that is simply for clicks.
You're going to be scared because that's what they want.
Because
that's how everybody get your views.
Everybody in my sphere right now is coming to me. Oh my gosh, are all the prices going down? Oh my gosh, is everything crashing? Oh my gosh, how are you doing? Like, that's literally what everybody's telling me. And I'm like, I no. So that's what we're here to say right now is, yes, we are seeing a third of properties are seeing price drops right now. But that is just talking about a slower rate of appreciation. So all the big companies, even like Zillow and Redfin, they will come out and say right now that we are forecasting an appreciation of 3 to 7% over the next year.
Which is, again, a more balanced normal
Which is normal, not 30%. That was not sustainable, and that's good.
And kind of going back to what our office manager was saying this week about the day-to-day changes. I mean, I know every couple of weeks when we hear from him, it's, you want to be pricing at the most recent comp. Oh, now just below, now just at. For so long in the last 2 years, it's been priced over the last comp.
Yep.
And now it is like day to day because the rates are shifting. What you should do as a strategy for your pricing as a listing agent is changing day to day. Today I should be listing at the last comp, but next week maybe it's below the last. So that's why you're seeing a third of homes price reduced, because as the rates change, we have to respond, and so
And again, this goes back to something we talked about before too. It's a micro market. You got to know your neighborhood. Your agent needs to know and be able to do their due diligence on what a neighborhood is doing, not what a city is doing, not what a county is doing.
It's Crown Hill.
Okay, and that, sorry, can I have a John's rant right now?
Oh no.
Okay, we're gonna title this a segment.
Here
John's rant, go.
Your neighborhood area expert that works a 4-block radius in a city is not going to be your expert in Southern California real estate.
Well, they're going to know who got divorced and who just got a dog and whose cat died.
And what the best coffee shop is.
They're going to be so honed in on just that individual market that they're going to have blinders on like a horse. We know I'm going to toot our own horn. We know Southern California real estate. We are in Temecula right now because we have a bunch of business in Temecula. But if you drop us in Lake Arrowhead or Rancho Cucamonga or Chino Hills or Brea, we are going to know those markets because we know the strategy behind real estate and the strategy behind pricing and selling, and not just the drama in the neighborhood. So sorry, that's the rant.
And that's not to say, hey, we've got people in our office who are rock stars in their one neighborhood, and that's amazing, but they know better than to try to go somewhere else. You had that one agent you were saying
they will refer to us.
They refer to you because they know I don't even know how to price.
Yep.
I had Sarah in our office was like, I'm going to give you buyers in Corona because I don't even know how to go outside my market. And we do. Yes. So we use our resources.
So that is something to know. Please reach out. Yes, reach out to people like us who know the whole market and not just a micro. But it is super micro right now. It is. Every neighborhood's different.
So that's kind of what's happening in the last month.
And you know what? Next month it's going to be different again. So
totally
we'll bring you another update.
But hit the like, hit the subscribe.
Please.
See you later.
And join us next
time.
Bye.